की बात कर रहे थे ना, वहाँ कब चलना है?
तो पता करना था तुम मुझे लाइक करती हो उस तरह से।
वाह, कितना अच्छा है।
दिल की बातें बोल दूं तो फिर बोल दो ना। आई लाइक यू। या फिर मैं बिल्कुल गधी हूँ कि मैंने सब कुछ गलत सोचा।
This is a lesbian disaster survival series about two teenage girls who fall in love on an island that's about to be hit by a huge tsunami. So let's begin where their lesbian love story starts. She is Sara, a 17-year-old girl on vacation with her family on an island where she saw Charlie, a free-spirited and enigmatic young woman who captures Sara's attention from the moment they meet at the resort. Their initial interactions are filled with curiosity and a subtle tension, hitting a deeper connection waiting to unfold. While Sara was relaxing in the swimming pool with her little brother, Charlie came over to talk to her. She warmly greeted Sara and invited her to join a game of volleyball with her group of friends. At first, Sara politely refused because she was watching over her younger brother. However, her father, noticing the situation, encouraged her to go and have some fun. He assured her that he would take care of her brother. After some hesitation, Sara finally agreed and decided to join Charlie and her friends for a game of volleyball. Later that day, Sara returned to her home and stumbled upon Charlie's profile while scrolling through social media. The next morning, when Sara saw Charlie again, she gathered the courage to approach her. Charlie smiled and gave Sara her number, making her heart flutter. But just moments later, Sara saw Charlie talking closely with a boy, someone who looked like her boyfriend. Seeing that broke Sara's heart. She quietly rushed back to her room only to find her parents arguing, which made her feel even more alone. Feeling overwhelmed, she called her uncle and asked for money to book a flight to Mermaid. She just wanted to get away from everything. But while she was on the flight, she received a message from Charlie. A message that brought back all the feelings she had tried to leave behind. That one message made her heart ache for Charlie all over again. Meanwhile, chaos struck the island as one of the volcanoes suddenly erupted, just as Sarah's flight to Mermaid was preparing to take off. Back at the resort, Sarah's parents were still unaware of her plan to leave until they get a call from her uncle. Her mother was shocked. Without wasting a moment, she rushed to find her husband and tell everything. But before she could even get the words out, they both saw the sky filling with smoke. In the distance, they watched in horror as the volcano erupted, and then moments later, the sound of an explosion thundered through the air. A plane had just crashed right after takeoff, and it was the same flight Sarah was supposed to be on. Their hearts dropped. Without wasting a second, they rushed to the hospital where survivors from the crash were being brought in. Desperately, they searched every place, every corner, hoping to find their daughter, but she wasn't there. Finally, an officer came to them with the passenger list. She said Sarah's seat was empty. She never boarded the plane. Still in shock but slightly relieved, they returned to the resort exhausted and emotionally drained. And just as they stepped into the room, there she was, Sarah. They ran to her and hugged her tightly, holding on like they have never let go. Through tears, her mother whispered, "I am sorry," and Sarah said the same. Later that night, Sarah looked everywhere for Charlie. She needed to tell her how that one message changed everything, how she could have died without ever saying she liked her.
हाय। अच्छा सॉरी, वो सब जो हुआ। तुमने आज उस प्लेन क्रैश का सुना? मैं उस प्लेन में ही थी।
क्या मजाक कर रही हो?
मैं उतर गई। तुम उतरी क्यों? क्योंकि तुम्हारा मैसेज आ गया। आई लाइक यू। तो पता करना था तुम मुझे लाइक करती हो उस तरह से, या फिर मैं बिल्कुल गधी हूँ कि मैंने सब कुछ गलत सोचा।
After finally finding each other, they shared a soft, heartfelt kiss. While sitting on the edge of the swimming pool, their feet gently touching the water. That night, Sarah followed Charlie back to her room, where they spent the night together, wrapped in warmth, comfort, and everything they haven't said before. The next morning, Sarah woke up early. She turned to see Charlie. Her face is glowing in the morning sunlight. Their gaze met, and without saying a word, they shared a gentle morning kiss. Later, when Sarah returned home, her mother was waiting. But instead of scolding her, she asked about her night, not as a parent, but like as a friend who truly cared. Sarah opened up, and her mom simply pulled her into a hug, holding her close, offering silent comfort and understanding. Just when everything seemed peaceful, Sarah's uncle made a chilling discovery. A massive tsunami was heading straight for the island. Without wasting a second, he called Sarah's parents and warned them to evacuate immediately. The family quickly grabbed what they could and rushed towards the port. Sarah, her mother, and her little brother managed to get into the port, but her father got left behind. Eventually, they reached a nearby island where a small airport had become the main evacuation center. Hundreds of people were lined up, desperate to get on the last few planes. As they stood in line, still shaken and exhausted, Sarah looked around and she saw Charlie. Without thinking, Sarah ran towards her, but in the crowd, she gets separated from her mother and her brother. But she finally reached Charlie. They hugged tightly, holding onto each other like it was the last time. Sarah and Charlie climbed aboard, not knowing what would happen next. And then it hit. The tsunami reached the island, smashing into the snow with terrifying force. The airport shook. The plane rocked violently. People screamed, but moments later we saw Sarah, soaked and trembling,
तुम मुझे मैसेज क्यों नहीं भेजती?
but alive. Charlie beside her was unconscious. Sarah cried out for help. CPR was started. And then finally, Charlie gasped for air. She was alive. They had made it, both of them. In the final moments, Sarah was reunited with her family. Her father had found another boat and made it out safely. The family embarrassed with tears and laughter, holding each other tightly. In all the chaos and disaster, they had found something worth holding on to, each other. And above all, they were grateful. Grateful to be alive, grateful to be together. The name of this series is La Palma and it's available on Netflix. I hope you love this video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.